beautiful.
Yeah, guess I'm not going there to warm up.
Well, no. It's funny because we have our lake and they have the Gulf, and this was actually Gulf effect snow showers that came in. It was just cold enough, and so I was talking to some of my Met friends down there. Historic.
Yeah. Well, it gives them something exciting to talk about.
Exactly.
It has to
So-
be boring talking about sunshine all day.
Yeah, I know, and hurricanes and all that crazy stuff. But I can tell you, beautiful down there. Not so pretty for us here when we just had all this snow in the forecast. And we do have winter weather advisories this morning to talk about. You can see for our southern counties, this is where we could get a little bit more snow than the rest of us. But our 10 weather impact for the forecast for today going to be for the next 24 hours, having milder temperatures. So it is going to be a little bit warmer today, but it's also going to be paired with some light snow. So I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. We do have some light snow right now that is coming into far western Ohio. You can see some light to moderate snow right now in places like Indianapolis. And if I zoom out and show you, it's a little wave, a little system that's coming through, and that is going to bring us some snow later today. That could continue into later this evening. Now, how much are we going to see? Well, it is going to be on the minimal compared to what we did have, but you can see it's not the only chance of snow in the 7-day. I'll get back and talk about this a little bit more, but let me walk you through the hour by hour. So by about 10 o'clock, should start to see that snow start to fill in for mainly our western and southern counties. Now, some of those flurries could start to make it here a little bit earlier, depending on the timing. But this shows that most of the snow is actually in the forecast to be south of the I-70 corridor. This is noon. Let's move ahead as we get into the afternoon. And you can see a lot of this just gets pulled to the south. Models have been continuing to trend to pull this south, which would mean very minimal totals for Columbus north as you head up even into Morrow County and Delaware County. As we continue to move this ahead, you can see by 5 o'clock, this is out of here. So really not going to be much in the way of snowing for your commute home. However, for our southern counties, you'll see most of this in the afternoon into the early evening. And then things dry out with maybe some few flurries as we go overnight into Wednesday. Here's the snow totals. Again, it's not an impressive storm. If anything, maybe a 1/10 of an inch in Columbus. Even that could be high if we don't see that snow and it continues to move to the south. But our southern counties under that winter weather advisory, between 1 to 3 inches will be possible when all is said and done. I did mention that we do have more snow chances in the forecast, and that arrives for us on Friday. But you can see today we actually get right underneath the freezing mark at 30 degrees. Haven't had a 30 degree in the forecast for a little bit of time. Then we get cold again. We have our next round of cold air that comes Wednesday and Thursday, so you'll be waking up again to single digits. Friday's snow, going back and forth watching that. We could get a couple of inches out of that when all is said and done. So still a lot to determine. But as we go into the weekend, though, it does look to dry up. And one thing is certain, this weekend will be cold again, although not as cold as we just had. Thankfully, you can see those overnight lows in the single digits versus being below zero. But at least we don't have any red on our 7-day for this week. So there's some good news and some relief for you. You'll have impacts. They'll just be on the minimal side.